Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Into the Breach, where today we're taking on a second island, and probably a third island would be my guess. I didn't actually look at these, so I don't know which ones. The boost scion is not generally a big deal. Crabs are annoying. But the enemies here do not have a super large amount of health. This island is very hardy. This one's a little scary. And then here we have 332 with the Spider Scion. Let's go to Pinnacle Robotics next. So I'm very pleased that we have picked up a Spartan shield for our laser mech. It's really important to have non-damage ways of interacting with Vec. Killing enemies is cool and all, but there are a lot of situations where a straight up kill is just not possible. You know, we're fighting a lot of 5 health enemies and stuff. It's really critically important to have ways of dealing with enemies that don't rely on being able to zero out their health all the time. So this kind of stuff, I'm always super glad to see shield projector for the same reason. All right, let's get down here and see what we can manage. Well, we're going to have to do this mission no matter what. Do I want to do the robotics repair first? Ooh, that's actually really interesting. So the ice storm mission tends to be very easy. Kill 7 enemies during the ice storm can actually be quite tricky because you end up with a lot of enemies frozen on the board. I want to go get power, but let's maybe do this. Let's knock out the hacking facility Cannonbot mission if we can. So alpha crabs have 5 HP, normal crabs have 3. It's been a little while since we've had to play against them. Yeah, and they get to double attack. Okay. So I definitely want to try to set up a couple of double attacks for them that don't rely on them hitting buildings. How far can you move? Only 3 tiles? Alright, just give them a cluster of things to shoot at here. Okay, nobody has any interest at all in attacking my mechs. That's a real shame. So this is pretty crummy then. You do 1 damage and set people on fire? Obviously, like, this is hugely problematic. This crab blocking me from just pushing that crab backwards also kind of a huge issue. We could solve this problem. No, we cannot. I was going to say we could solve this problem with shielding, but it's 2 hits. We would have to do more than just shielding. That said, it is worth remembering the charge mech is now at base 3 damage with its charge, so that can get a lot of stuff done. In fact, we can just kill this thing straight up with the charge damage and the bounce off. Is that how I want to do things? Because I could I could defense mech a shield onto these 2 units, use the shield to absorb the damage. But we still need to figure out how to deal with this. We can kill 1 of them pretty easily. And we have to somehow save the pod at the same time. I don't think this is possible. I think we're losing some buildings. Yeah, because we have to solve 4 problems here, and realistically, we can solve, like, 1. Let's see. I could use the defense mech to pull this guy onto the spawn, where we can let his shield take the hit. I can kill this thing while also doing good damage to the Raging Scion. And then I guess we probably do have the laser mech just go ahead and kill this crab. And then we lose both those buildings, but there's no way to stop that from happening, so whatever. I think that's where we're at. Oh wait, pulling this guy onto this tile doesn't actually solve anything. He still does damage. In fact, it's worse than the situation is right now. So I guess what actually has to happen is the laser mech blocks while we turn this guy around with the shield. Yeah. Because we have to preserve the we have to preserve this somehow. And that leaves the defense mech with nothing of value to do. So we can't save these two buildings no matter what. We can't even rely on the defense mech to take out the hacking facility. Or to even damage the shield. Okay, well, what we could do... we don't have a lot of ways of moving things right now, which is a shame. Because if I could just get the Cannonbot out of the way and then pull the Scarab forward, it would clear the shield for us so we wouldn't have to worry about killing it. As things stand... I mean, I could just absorb the shot. We can deal with that by parking somebody on top of the thing and absorbing the shot. That is totally an option. So, like, we do... It would have to be one of these two, because it'll kill the defense mech. So what does the defense mech do? Like, what can the defense mech do that does anything at all this turn? I guess the defense mech can just pull the Alpha Scarab to here. It feels like a pretty awful play. We're still letting the spawn happen. Maybe I just accept the 1 damage. You know, no, shit, right. I was like, we can actually deal with the 3 enemies and just leave him up, but right, I can't let the time pod... The time pod getting hit is an immediate loss of our perfect island. That is unacceptable. Yeah, I think this is like... This really is it. And then you kind of just don't get to do anything. I mean, you may as well just like pick up the pod, I guess. And yeah, nothing you can do would matter under any circumstances. Okay, so it'd be really nice to have the time to destroy this. Because, like, there's a thing we got to get done. And I wish that I could use the crab to help do it, but I cannot. Also, I can no longer attack the Cannonbot, so we have to be very careful with it. So I could just kill this crab very easily. If the defense mech had one more space of movement, I could pull the crab into a position where it would clear the shield. Yeah, somebody just has to eat the shot, which really sucks. And I literally can't get the hacking facility destroyed. I could send somebody back to break the armor. Yeah, this is really shitty. Put myself in pretty grim shape here. Okay, so I think the laser mech probably needs to stand still and repair. The charge mech has to break through this. I think I just have to, you know, like we block here and we throw the shield over you two. All right, we've got a very limited number of enemies remaining. Okay, so I don't have to do anything, actually. Also, I kind of can't do anything, so I guess there's that. Yeah, it's not really... Yeah, okay. There's really not, like, anything for us to do here. It's kind of wild. Just everybody get out of the way, I suppose. Okay. Cool, we unhacked the robot. What incredibly good timing. And we didn't even lose literally all of our energy. Just, you know, the majority of it. Obviously not a literal majority, but it feels like it. Do I want to just really pump up the railgun? Honestly, I think I probably want to... I probably want to improve my movement. Alright, let's go get some power, because we're going to need it. Take less than 3 grid damage. You got it. Feels Feels like a thing I probably ought to try to do. I do like these, all of the enemies start the map's frozen in ice missions. They tend to be a lot easier. I mean, I may as well just, like, let's just throw a shield up around the emergency battery now. We're going to want that to be there eventually, right? So you have 5 health? If I do this, I mean, I can just hit it with the shield, right? But I guess there's not really a reason not to kill it, because it's very easy to wipe out the other enemy. Yeah, alright. Also, I really appreciate that it feels like the enemies just aren't trying very hard. Certainly makes my life easier. Let's center up, but take a moment here to repair. You really get a sense on these missions of how much the difficulty of unfair is there being like 5 elites on the screen at one time. Because in any situation where there aren't 5 elites on the screen at one time, all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a second, this game's easy. They probably ought to rebalance that a little bit for unfair. I don't know exactly what changes they would need to make, but there should probably be more enemies up at any given time. Okay, 3 grid defense. Not one of my favorite skills. You know, let's go for this one as well. I would like more power. Oh no, look out, the egg sac is boosted. Whatever shall we do? Wow, they are really devoted to the death of that building. So I think this building's probably fucked. So it'd be really nice to be able to move the alpha crab down here, but we actually can't. I can swap you, but you won't bother to actually attack until after the fighting's already over. Yeah, in fact, the charge max options are remarkably thin. Taking care of the Alpha Scorpion's kind of the only thing I can do. And I think I just pull it this way, right? We take 2 grid damage, but we can't, you know, we can't avoid that. This is very often the dance of unfair. Trying to get yourself into a good enough position on power that you can You can afford to take missions that just give stars. Alright, they're doing very, very little attacking buildings this time, which I do really appreciate. And then, honestly, I think I might just take an opportunity here to do this. I guess the other thing I could do is maybe it would be more prudent to kill this thing. Now, while we have a moment, just get it out of the way. I could have pulled the crab over to here as well. So it would have taken some damage. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's pretty easy to get a decent protect off this turn. Yeah, I don't know. This mission's gone fine, I guess. So you're on fire. A single point of damage is in fact lethal to you. And then... and you may as well get a kill, because experience is experience. It is awfully nice to have a weapon that can deal damage at that range, like through any number of things. Sometimes you do wish it wouldn't go through everything. So defend the robot factory, spawning hostile garbage at us all the time, or go for this thing. I am a little worried about this, but I think we could really use the power. Alright, kill 7 enemies in an ice storm. No big deal. Okay, well, good news. The ice storm is going to have no effect on anything. Oh, right. It only penetrates things that it actually kills. Shoot. Because I kind of have to have the laser mech... oh, no, never mind. The buildings will freeze over, and then the ice will protect them from the shot. We don't have to worry about that guy at all. So... what I can do instead is just shield both these buildings. We could have just killed this guy, but I'd much rather, like, he's dead already, right? We did just kill him. Because now he will die before taking another action. But also, we left the purple one at 1 HP, which makes it a lot easier to deal with. Alright. how do I want to... I guess this feels pretty good. Right. Well, I can just do the turnaround. The turnaround's good. And then we're actually in the clear already, right? Because this is never going to do anything. You're dead to fire damage. I don't actually know what to have the defense mech do for the turn. We can fly over here and just like preemptively throw our shield on the other two buildings to make them easier to deal with. You know, I'm not opposed to that. All right, so that mosquito is also dead. Very happy about the number of tiles that we have on fire right now. Okay, so not immediately a problem. I probably don't want to actually let you live. I could just spend my shot here. So you're dead to fire damage before you get a turn. So I'm going to freeze over, and then the Vec beneath me is going to bump me and unfreeze me. I think I want to get the laser mech down here where it can interact with the others. And I would like for that to stay frozen, personally. I guess I can start another fire. Why not? Alright, so we're going to have 3 enemies up. 2 of them have to die. 1 of them is emerging on fire. Sadly, it's an enemy that has about 8,000 health. Okay, they've made this actually very easy for us. Wait, why did I think... What about that was going to be lethal in my head? Hold on a second. I need 1 more point of damage than that, and I'm not actually sure how I'm going to get it. Is this actually... Rather than being trivial, have they made it impossible? Yeah, because the defense mech can't actually interact with anything that would matter. You know, I think my perfect island is dead. Because there's no way to kill this this Vac. It has too much HP. And we don't get any options because of all the webbing. So like we could pull the defense mech or the tank, the charge mech, free of the webbing, but first of all, that would set it on fire, and secondly, that doesn't even do anything. This is a shitty way to lose a perfect island, but we just got completely fucked here. Yep, okay, well. That's all I can do to actually survive. That sucks. I thought I was being very safe and conservative in my blocking, too. Leaving up extra enemies and everything. Well, I got us to full grid defense right before the boss, but losing the perfect island bonus really hurts. The free weapon would have been really lovely. Okay. Hard to say. So I'm going to give the crab something to shoot at. Alright. So the deal with the blob leader is it's just a 2 HP one of these, I think. Doesn't seem like a real issue. Okay, so Silica can very easily kill the alpha mosquito. Yeah, we're not necessarily in a place where we're going to lose any buildings or anything, but we are in a place where we're not getting any damage done to the Blob Boss, which really sucks. Oh, what am I just said out loud why that's not a good strategy. Unfortunately, no spawn blocks is pretty rough. Oh, it only takes 1 damage when it explodes. That's not how explosions work. Well... I was right. Crabs do suck. So we have to deal with like you and this. Maybe we could just let that go off. What I really want to do is shoot a shield over these two. Yeah, alright. I'll endure 1 point of damage to do so, I guess. We only need to be attacking the blobber leader. Okay, well. I feel like that's an easy answer. I don't know how we're going to get the boss down. So I don't have a shield left, right? Okay, not a big deal. Well, I can just stand in a fire. That's fine. That doesn't actually harm anything. Oh, literally nobody can get to a position to do anything about that. Wow. Okay. Well. Get a small amount of HP from this enemy and then just pull this to a place where it's not destroying that. And yeah, I guess we just lose 2 buildings because I definitely stacked my people up way too far to the side there. Yep, that is a pretty sad performance. Can't imagine we're using the grappling hook. Wind Torrent is pretty cool. I don't think it's cooler than any of the gear that we're currently using, though. I think we're just going to buy 2 reactors and a power. And let's... Sorry, that's not the thing I want. Who wants 2 reactors the most? It's probably the laser mech. But I think there is some question as to how we use them. Because we could buy +1 damage on the laser, having it do 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 1 forever. But I am definitely wondering if I'm better off, like... I feel like I'm using the laser a lot. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and take the bonus damage. And then we'll see if we can, maybe we 3 island this one. I really don't want to do RST Corporation is a big part of what I'm thinking there. The Volatile Vac Mission is bad. This should be actually relatively easy for us, I would think. Because the laser mech can light up a lot of tiles with every single action. Alright, so I can just straight kill you. This feels like a terrible waste. But I kind of need to do this, right? Yeah. Like I said, we're gonna get through this pretty quickly. And the starfish are doing reasonably good work for us. So this will take us down to 1 HP, which I don't feel great about. This thing's gonna have to die. You're going to get to do a point of building damage, but you also die doing so. I think I'm okay with that. Alright, so the tank mech has to repair next turn. But the pressure should be relatively light, at least. Wow, our enemies sure do hate those two buildings specifically. Oh, your level up trait was a bunch of HP. Of course not. Well, I only actually have to deal with one of them to be able to protect the buildings with just a thrown shield. The thing is, if we move the charge mech out and heal it like I was planning to, that does not leave us with much ability to interfere with this situation. Then again, I guess what I'm seeing here is that I kind of don't have any ability to interfere with this situation anyway. Oh no, that's right. Sorry, my base damage is 4. We're totally fine. But we absolutely cannot have the charge mech move out of the way and repair now, so instead we will simply kill that. And then... oh, cool. 3 Alpha Hornets. How extremely legitimate. Okay. So this is going to set the 8th space on fire. So we're back up to good, even though we did heal. And thus put out a fire in a space. Yeah, that was fine, I guess. We did get 2 level ups out of it. And they're both meaningful. Most mechs, I would say 7 HP is total overkill. On the charge mech, you actually might use it. Take less than 3 total grid damage. We can probably do this. I could certainly use the reactor. So let's try to stand in positions. Well, actually, trying to stand in positions that that make the enemies not want to stand in the on the pods. We got to think about the alpha starfish here, or the pads rather. Okay, maybe a little bit inconvenient. Of course it did. Okay, so we have to be super careful with the charge mech. So you're going to kill the spiderling mech. I honestly don't think I have a lot of choices here. You have 4 move. I want to do some damage to it, but I don't want to stop it from getting this kill. Oh, hey. Lucky number 9. Alright, we managed to spread a fair amount of damage over the enemies. We're going to have to take our remaining heals immediately because the game is not going to leave any healing pods or any healing pads, which is a little bit frustrating. So this does 3 damage. Oh, it does 3 damage and pushes. Interesting. So I can't attack this guy then, because I will die. I forgot about the push on that attack. Shit. Well, it looks like one of these 2 starfish is getting its attack off. Oh, why do you have 1 HP left? Alright, hold on. I know, because those are the mission conditions, but it still sucks. Alright, so then you have to deal with this guy. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter how we fire this. But yeah, there's just actually no way to prevent the there's no way to prevent that. And actually, yeah, I was gonna say we might be in a little bit of trouble here on the repair pods depending on what the enemies do. Okay. That was pretty important, I think. This could have been sequenced better. So we still have 4 enemy attacks that we have to deal with here. Five, sorry. Okay, the enemies mostly chose to do nothing, which I do really appreciate. Yeah, it's technically a win. We're at 2 power. But that is 2 reactors. That's a big deal. It's Raining Death, which we will be selling. Okay, so pretty sure I do just need a weapon that does 4 damage some of the time. And then it's like I think we might actually just need the movement. Okay, the artillery support mission is usually fairly doable. Turns out having 1 extra gun matters a whole bunch. Who'd have thought? So they can come up anywhere, right? Wow. Okay, the good news is most of these enemies are not able to move to a position where they could actually attack the buildings. Alright, so... I can't pull anyone directly into the water. I could do this, though. Feels like I probably ought to. So I think we need to get rid of this thing. Because I want to have the artillery support unit step back and then fire here, right? Do this to set this asshole on fire. Yeah, and then I think we just, like, fully send you to the Shadow Realm. Rather than killing this guy off, because he's at 1 HP. Or he's at... Yeah, he'll be at 1 HP. Like, it'll be easy enough to figure it out. Okay. I mean, I kind of think I just want to drive the artillery support out of the way. Just back up one. Because you probably want to just finish off the Plasmodia. Feels pretty sensible to me. Yeah, I don't fully love this because I would like to have the opportunity to also block a spawn, but I think this is where we're at. And then it's just like a question of who dies. Oh, actually, he's going to attack first. So he will not die. Alright, well then I will pick. I will say the difficulty variance on these missions sometimes feels a tiny bit extreme. You know, that was foolish. I'm probably killing this thing, right? Yeah, definitely. Let me do this in a better way. No sense in leaving an additional spider behind. Alright, it feels like we're probably under control then. Alright, if we get the kill with the artillery unit, the defense mech might get some of the XP. Hooray! I do not think we are going to get our defense pilot to level 3. Okay, skilled is an awfully good one. So, like... Plus 2 HP. You know what? We've been 1 move short on this mech a whole bunch of times. I think I want a building immune, the railgun. Pretty sure. So we could go to Safeguard Valley. Oh, yeah, let's do this. We could use the power, and also the mines are helpful. A lot of the time the enemy wants to step on the mines. Wow, okay. I was about to say, I do feel like these mines are maybe not very well positioned, though. It's going to be very difficult to get enemies to stand on them. I guess this is not a real concern. Well, I gotta tell you, it definitely feels like I should open with that. You apparently can just allow that one to step through. Not a bad start as far as our objectives go. So that's 6 enemies dead on the first turn. We're going to get so many spawn points. May as well, right? Okay, bad news for you is I'm boosted and can just do 5 damage straight up. And Morgan's gonna max out in no time. Well, that felt very silly. Just a casual 11 kills, no big deal. Alright, Mosquito Leader is kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. The combination of the web and the cloud is rough. Web and smoke, rather. Can't fully keep him off of people, but I could have started everybody 1 row back and he would only have had access to this 1 unit. Okay. That is supremely annoying right there. So, how do we want to deal with this? The position of this moth really sucks. So it's like Pull you out of here. Light that dude up. Oh, right. Shoot. Stupid enemies having too much HP. The thing is, like, I don't think we can let ourselves take 4 building damage. But if I'm just going to kill the one dude, I don't have to spend the, or sorry, 6 building damage in total. If I'm just going to kill the one dude, I don't need to spend the cannon for that. Yeah, it's not ideal. Boss only has 5 HP. I did manage to get my boost on Morgan, so the boss is in like real danger immediately. Provided I can afford the time to actually do the attack. And it looks like I can. Okay. So yeah, let's just point blank the thing with the biggest laser known to any civilization ever. All right, I feel pretty confident about that. Aw, they didn't want to stay lined up. It's really tough to take advantage of this stuff here. Like, we can kill these enemies, but it's all we can do to kill these enemies, right? And actually, I don't even get to kill you. Yeah. At least the Plasmodia is finally dead, right? We're all maxed out, so I guess it doesn't actually matter how we do this at all. It is nice to have the whole team be at level 3. Okay, you know, that's not terrible. So we could take the big grid defense boost. Off-class Gemini missiles is interesting because I do think the Gemini missiles are like phenomenally powerful. We're definitely not taking Ralph Carlson. So like refill your grid power and get a little bit of bonus grid defense versus a very expensive tool that you'd have to fiddle with your equipment. We're just going to take the power. And then we're going to dump off our extra pilot here. We're going to dump off Raining Death, which I definitely don't want to use. To be perfectly honest with you, I feel pretty happy with our tools. The rock launcher's funny. Yeah, I don't think we need new tools. So I think what we're going to do is just... And also 3% more grid defense. Who knows? Could matter. Alright, let's, well, you know what? We don't have to make this choice now. You know, I probably better. I was going to say I'm not going to go for the final island right this second anyway. We're going to do that next episode. So maybe I could leave the reactors until then, but I will forget. And we all know I will forget. So let me, you know what? Improving the function of the shield projector. Yeah, let's do that. This is a little risky sometimes because you end up shielding enemies with it. Actually, you know what? You don't need... It might make sense to give you an extra health. If not, what would I do with this? Now that... You know what? Now the charge mech has 7 HP, +1 damage on each target of the ramming engines is definitely a lot more compelling. Let's do that. Yeah, all right. I have high hopes. This is feeling pretty successful to me. It got a little hairy there. Some things got a little bit ugly, but I do believe that is where we are going to call it for today. So thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time tomorrow, I almost said I expect victory, and then we can move on to another cool new team. It does feel like a risky thing to say out loud, though, doesn't it? Feels like I'm asking for trouble. All right, well, come back tomorrow, I guess, to see if I get punished for my hubris. And we'll see you then.